Thomas the Tank Engine and Friends, Wooden Railway Adventures, Episode 221, The Crosby Coalition. Logan and Hector are good friends and they enjoy helping each other out at the Crosby Coal Depot. While most of the trucks there are troublesome, Hector is nice and keeps them all in line. But one day, Hector was taken away for another job on the other side of the island. The trucks saw their chance and quickly began scheming up a plan.
"Without Hector here to protect little Logan," said Fred, "we can have some serious fun at his expense. Let's think of something truly tricky."
A few days later, Logan was putting some cars in line when Fred spoke up.
"Hey there, pal. Christmas is coming up. Are you excited at all?"
"Oh, yes," replied Logan. "It's the most wonderful time of the year."
"Well, let me ask you something. What do good children receive in their stockings on Christmas Day?"
Presents and other fun goodies, like candy canes, I think."
"And what do naughty children get in their stockings?"
"Maybe nothing? Or a lump of coal? At least that's what I've heard."
"Exactly," chuckled Fred. "And do you know where Santa Claus gets all of his coal for the naughty children?"
Probably from a coal mine up near the North Pole. Or maybe he mines it himself. Santa seems like the type of guy who would go out into the fields with a pickaxe and...
"Don't get distracted," shouted Fred. "He gets it from here. Santa Claus gets all of the coal for the naughty children at the Crosby Coal Depot. How does that make you feel?"
Logan's smile quickly disappeared. "That makes me feel awful," he said sadly. "I had no idea. That explains why we're so busy all the time. Santa Claus is our biggest customer."
Yeah, sure. Anyway, the trucks and myself were thinking, as a way to save all of the naughty children from disappointment this year, how about we stop producing coal? That way, Santa will have nothing to give them, and maybe he'll move them all to the nice list for, goodness sake.
"That's actually a really smart idea," exclaimed Logan. "Santa can't give the naughty children coal if there's no coal around."
"Exactly," said Fred. "What do you say we form an alliance? You, me, and the rest of the trucks. We'll pledge to stop producing coal and save the poor children from a dirty Christmas."
"Works for me. See, you troublesome trucks aren't so troublesome after all. That's really nice of you to be looking out for others like that." The trucks giggled.
"This is perfect," they laughed. "The coal depot will shut down, we'll get the holidays off, and Logan will be at the top of Sir Topham Hatt's naughty list."
The next day, Logan rounded up the remaining coal trucks and shunted them away.
"Where are you taking us?" they asked. "Hopefully to some lonely siding where we can get a good rest," suggested Fred.
But Logan had other ideas. Just because the coal depot isn't active anymore doesn't mean you can't be useful somewhere else. That's why you're going to be quarry trucks from now on.
"What?" they cried. "This wasn't part of the plan." "Take us back," yelled Fred. "We don't want to be here."
But Logan wouldn't listen and reversed away. Bill and Ben looked at the newcomers. "We'll have some fun with you guys," they chuckled. Back at the coal depot, Logan was preparing to leave Crosby for the last time. "I'm going to miss this job," he said sadly. "But at the same time, I also think it's important that those naughty children don't receive coal on Christmas Day. If this is what it takes, then I'll go find work somewhere else." Just then, Sam puffed up. "Hello, Logan, old friend. My word, I haven't seen the coal depot this empty in forever. What's going on here?" "I'm closing up shop, Sam. Coal is nothing but trouble, and I really want all of the children out there to have a very Merry Christmas." Sam couldn't believe what he was hearing. "You're closing the coal depot because of some children? And what's this about Christmas?" "Yes, I don't want the children on Santa's naughty list to receive coal in their stockings. That's just cruel. By shutting down the Crosby Coal Depot, maybe more children will end up on the nice list this year." Sam was in shock. "Logan, Santa Claus doesn't get his coal from the Crosby Coal Depot. Who told you that?" "The trucks did. We agreed to stop producing coal in hopes that everyone can have a Merry Christmas this year." Sam chuckled. "Oh dear, Logan, I'm sorry to say this, but I think you've been swindled by those troublesome trucks. They don't want you to do your job anymore because that means they won't have to be filled with dirty, nasty coal." "Oh," whispered Logan, "that makes a lot more sense. And when it comes to Santa Claus and his coal needs, there are way more boys and girls on his nice list than the naughty list. But you don't need to worry about something like that." Logan quickly realized he had been duped. "Those troublesome trucks," he said crossly, "they nearly had me." "It's all right, Logan," chuckled Sam. "We all make mistakes. Besides, you can't stop producing coal. We steam engines need it to keep moving around. The whole railway would come to a stop if we ran out of coal." "You're right, Sam. I'm going to get right back to work as soon as I find those trucks." Logan quickly made his way to the quarry and couldn't help but laugh when he saw what Bill and Ben were up to. "I'm sorry to ruin the fun," he said, "but I need these trucks after all. Turns out, coal is very important to the island of Sodor, and I can't stop what I'm doing." "That's a wise move," said Bill. "You can have your trucks back," laughed Ben. "These cars aren't China clay material. They complain too much." "This dirt is too heavy," said one. "I feel like I'm going to collapse." "I think I got some dust in my eye," shouted another. Fred hadn't even been filled with rocks yet, and he was looking very remorseful.
"Please take us back to the coal depot," he begged. "It's awful here. We were wrong to try and trick you."
"That's right," said Logan. "Come on, you sad lot. Let's get back to work." Immediately, Logan shunted all of the trucks under the hopper and filled them to the brim with dusty coal. The trucks were sad that their plan hadn't worked, but figured a return to their normal job was a fitting punishment. "If there's anyone out there that deserves coal this Christmas, it's you guys," said Logan firmly. Just then, Sam puffed in with Hector.
"Hey, Logan," he said, "I'm ready to get back to work with you. Anything interesting happen while I was gone?"
Logan looked at Sam. Sam looked at Logan. Logan looked at the trucks. There was an awkward pause. "Nope," they said. "Just business as usual at the Crosby Coal Depot."